you guys for being on, and I'm excited today because we have a guest speaker. Amanda will be talking to us. Amanda joined us not too long ago, and she's Lindsay's coach. And I'm, just really excited because she does have, she'll definitely give you some background, and she's been involved with network marketing before. So it's going to be really good to get her perspective of what, she was, where she came from to what Beachbody is able to offer. So I'm excited to hear that. And it's February. It's a new month. We have the Team Cup going on. So everybody just, I think everybody that's on this call right now is on a team that I can see. So that means, that we got to step it up with our conversations, just do more, talk with more people. I know everybody has big goals to accomplish, win some prizes. And it's just, really great bragging rights to hear what you guys are going to be able to do this month. So without further ado, I'm just going to have Amanda, because I would like to see if there's any questions afterwards, so I don't want to take too much time. I'm going to have Amanda share her story, and then you guys are more than welcome to ask any questions after. All right, so Amanda.
So I'm just going to say I'm like super excited. I didn't sleep at all last night because I knew I was going to be on this call. So if I stutter and like some things, just work with me here. Okay, so as Claudia said, Lindsay introduced me to Beachbody, and I'm super excited to share with everybody where I came from. So believe it or not, the first network marketing company I was ever a part of was Beachbody. I know, it's really ironic, I think so. Well, I had just graduated college, and I have a lot to say, so I'm trying to make it quick. I had just graduated college, and I was working the front desk at a gym. It technically was an internship. And I had this guy come up to me, and he was one of the members there, and he was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I honestly can't remember really what he said to this day. It was 3 or 4 years ago, I feel like. But he's like, here, watch this DVD, watch this video. I'm like, okay. I never ended up doing it, but whenever he was talking to me at the time, it sounded good. So I was intrigued. So he's like, oh, well, we're having a meeting. Why don't you come meet us at this place, whatever. So I did, and they had like a little kitchen. They were making a Shakeology shake. And I tried, I was like, wow, this is really good. But those guys were in it for the wrong reasons, because there was no support. They didn't really try to work with me. It kind of was like, hey, we're going to sign you up. And then they never did anything after that. So naturally, I liked the idea, but I didn't stay with it. So not too long after that, I joined this company named Vima. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it, but it's a energy drink supplement line. They've got great products. And I really like the products, the company. They had awesome like perks and whatnot. But I met this guy named Travis, and he at the time was making about $50,000 in the company, and he was an awesome upline leader. Like, he was great, but he was way too busy for me to make appointments to get to talk to him about stuff. Like, so like, hey, well, call these people, arrange a meeting, and we'll meet at this place at this time. And then it just was so hard because he was so busy helping so many people that I didn't have a lot of belief in myself that I could make it happen. So a little bit more about Vima. When you get started with Vima, you have to put down $500. So it's quite the investment, which I was crazy enough to do it not once, but twice, which I'm going to get at that in just another minute. So it was a little bit overwhelming for me, so I quit. And then later I was working at a car dealership, and it sucked. I mean, I was making like $11 an hour, and I was like, this blows. And all I could think about was the potential that I had in network marketing. Everything that they had told me, it was the only thing that rang in my head. So I was like, you know what? I'm feeling better, feeling more confident in myself, a little bit more belief. I'm going to go ahead and try it again. So I spent another $500, and I got started. And even though I had a little bit more belief in myself, that one didn't work out either, because he ended up going to a different company, which I'm going to get at to next. Hello, Michelle. So he eventually went to a company named Pay to Save. So I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that, but it's like a discount company. They've got an app that you put on your phone, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool. That seems like it'd be a little bit easier to talk to people. I wasn't as scared to ask people to put down $500. Let's see here. Sorry, I got a lot of notes. And so the way that this company was set up, Vima and Beachbody are binary compensation plans. So they've got two legs. You've got a weak leg and a strong leg. Weak leg, you build yourself. Pay to Save had 3 legs, and they had some other cool leg card bonuses, and I thought maybe I'd have better luck talking to people. I'd feel more confident in the services that they offered. And again, he was way too busy for me to set up meetings and times with people along with the other 2 upline leaders. So I ended up not doing that either. So by this point, and to get started with Pay to Save, it was $400 to put down. So by this point, I've invested well over, $3,000 in all the auto ships and everything like that. And then, so I didn't give up. So I always had network marketing in the back of my mind because I knew that it was way better than working a traditional job. So that's where me and Lindsay started talking because she knew that I was a personal trainer and I have a great background and that she thought I'd be a great coach. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Actually, I did it a long time ago. I had no idea what I was doing. And she talked to me over a series of 6 months. I get impatient because someone doesn't say yes the day of, but she talked to me for 6 months, and I finally was like, okay, I got this. And I set it in my head that I was going to be successful before I even started. So I was all in right from the get-go. And what I love about Beachbody is that there's no crazy startup cost. I wasn't afraid to have to ask people to spend hundreds of dollars, which, sometimes we're scared to ask people to spend the 140, 160, or 180, not knowing, thinking that that's going to be really expensive, which it's not. It was easier to invite people. That's what I really loved about Beachbody. I didn't have to coordinate with Lindsay to be able to sign up coaches. That's something that I can do on my own, which really I liked about that. And I've already, in the business, I've signed up 3 coaches, and I've got 3 more to sign up by the end of this week. So we're going to make a move, so I'm really excited about that. It was a roller coaster of emotions. It was really hard. I had to really fight with myself. I believed in myself. You can ask Glenn. I'd cry and be like, I can't do this, babe. And he's like, no, you got it. I'm like, okay, pump. Next day, I'm like, I can't do this. So, it was a really long 2-3 years working with that. But what I think holds the strongest to me is the support team that I have from you guys. There's constant groups and, trainings and support and people that just want to see you succeed. So that is my history with network marketing. I try to keep that in a nutshell as much as possible. Let's see. Well, in addition to that, Claudia, did you want me to go into some other notes that I had about my experiences with network marketing?
Sure. This, whatever you want to share, and it would be helpful for all of us to understand. Right from what you just shared was the importance of having a support, like your upline being supportive. Mm-hmm. You could have been a total rock star in these. I'm glad, that didn't work out because you're with us now. Yeah. But, just knowing that, the support, having someone that's going to be there to help you, and have and we have an incredible team. From, Diesel Nation, from Christine and everybody, we have everything available to us.
Yeah. They had quote unquote trainings, but it wasn't in depth like it is with the trainings that we were getting through Beachbody. It is like step for step, we got scripts and everything. It is just cutting it out and then just handing it to you. That's what I love about Beachbody. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the few different kinds of network marketing. And I was talking to Laura a little bit about this. When it comes down to it, and this is my own research, I didn't look this up or anything. There are 3 different kinds of network marketing companies. There are the kinds like 31, Mary Kay, the Tupperware, Janberry, LuLaRoe, where they're good companies and you can make decent commission, but you aren't really able to make a residual income to be able to quit your job. So it's kind of nice on the side to have, but not really something that you can really take full time. And those happen to be the more popular ones that people know about and tend to avoid. And then you've got companies like Vima, Pay to Save, and then there's a new one that I realize is going on in Virginia Beach called Kiani. All of those, you have to pay an upwards of $400 to $600 up front just to be an active coach. There's no way around that. And that, honestly, I couldn't ask people to spend $500 on something. I mean, it's just, I was crazy enough to do it 3 times, but, you know, I saw the belief. I just, you know, I'm glad I didn't work with the company. But those are the kind of companies, yeah, they may have nice car bonuses and rank advancement bonuses. They may have like 15 different ways that you can make money, but I was never comfortable asking people to make that kind of money. So I was not the only one like that. A lot of people aren't, you know, comfortable asking people to spend that much money. It's just, it sounds ludicrous. So of course I was scared to death to talk to people. So that was that one. And then you got companies like Beachbody. So it's low startup cost. You've got a product or service that someone's wanting to use forever. Because I mean, you got like stuff like makeup and Tupperware. Those can only last for so long. People don't want to get that every month because they have enough of those. Okay, and then I just want to reiterate too, if we have any of the new coaches on the line, why, just to help when people are like, oh, is that a pyramid scheme? No, it's a scam. But no, it's not. So when you are in network marketing, you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So a lot of people think that they are like thrown out to the wolves. They have to do it all on their own. I mean, we're a perfect example of how you got a perfect support system to help you. You build a team of people. So I cannot succeed unless I help my coaches succeed. I mean, I can't be a 15-star diamond if I don't help them rank to diamond. At any point in my business, anyone below me can be a higher rank than I am. So, I mean, that's the biggest seller right there, why it's not a pyramid scheme, because the person at the top is one that makes most money, blah, blah, blah. The people, they try to enroll people as quickly as possible to make money. And first off, they're illegal. So there's no way that those last anyway. And I believe Beachbody has been around for 7 years, 7 years. Yeah, so that's how you know you've got a good company. And when building your business, I just want to clear this up because I know there's some people who are confused on how to build their legs. You always want to build your legs out. So you never want to put it on the inner side, because a good way to think about that is if you start trying to build in, you're building the weaker legs of the coaches below you. So that's like their job, to build on that leg. So you are continually putting people on the outside. I think that's the easiest way to look at that. Let's see. And then of course, I mean, it's good to enroll a few coaches on one leg to start off with, so you can start to build some momentum. But we know to get enrolled, you got to have one on each side. So after you do that, it's nice to get that momentum building. Well, that's all I have for that one right there. Okay, and then the last little bit that I have is how I keep organized. I don't know if you can see behind me. I have a whole wall calendar that's got the whole year out to date. So, I mean, I've got all the important dates. I'm keeping track of my Success Club points. I've got my goals for the February push and the Team Cup goals. So I've got all those on there so I can constantly see those. And then you can't see it, but behind the computer, I also have a weekly agenda. So I've got each day broken down, basically like a small like little to-do list of what I got to do. I'm a little bit Nazi when it comes to this because I've been talking to so many people. It's impossible to keep track of it if I don't write it down. And because of that, I have my own little follow-up calendar. So every person I talk to, I follow up with them. I write their name on there, so I make sure that nobody goes forgotten. So nobody gets missed. Every person is talked to. So, I mean, if I miss talking to someone, that's a missed opportunity. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, I think that's, and just this last little bit, the main things I've taken away from finally believing in myself and believing in the company is that you can't be scared. That was my big thing. We're so scared to talk to people, and I mean, it's natural. You're asking them some people think you're out there just to get their money. You just want to sign them up. You know, they have no idea what they're getting into. But they have to find value in something, which is what I've taken away most. Actually, tonight, I drove out of my way to meet one of my clients to talk to her about 21 Day Fix. I brought a shake. I made it for her, all my stuff, banana, cinnamon. I brought it all. And I made it for her. And she's going to buy the 21 Day Fix next week when she gets paid. So, I mean, the biggest thing I'm taking away here is they got to find value in what you're giving them. Because if they don't see what they're getting, then, I mean, obviously they're not going to be interested in wanting to, you know, buy a challenge pack, buy a program, get the Shakeology. So that's what I've been focusing on, just showing them everything that they get. Yeah, I mean, I think that's all I got for right now. Whew, I need some water.
Thank you, Amanda. That was awesome. Thank you so much. That was pretty cool. I think, you know, there's like newer coaches too, and you did a great explanation about networking marketing and how it's not a pyramid scheme. So hopefully everyone is just clarified with that. I mean, obviously it's illegal to, you know, it can't happen. But yeah, thank you so much for your experience and sharing that and being so organized.
I try. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress, but you know, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. No, and I mean, it's important. I mean, because that's what keeps you focused, and you know, and it's important. Like the follow-ups, that's where the success happens. So if you are talking with people, you got to make sure you're following up with them. I've learned that definitely. So does anybody have any questions for Amanda?
I don't have any questions, but Amanda, I love you and you're awesome. And that was an awesome call.
I feel like it was very like awkward. I mean,
no, and not at all. You're great.
Not at all.
Let me look at my notes real quick.
But I just love that you reiterate to our new coaches, like the team support that we have. And I think that's so important. And also the value that you're adding to all of your potential clients, your potential coaches. You're really, from day one, you got out of your comfort zone and you knew what you had to do, and you've gone out there and done that. And it takes a lot of people to get out of their comfort zone. And I'm so proud of you for just taking initiative and knowing deep down in your heart that you wanted to make network marketing work, and you wanted to be with Beachbody, and you just like hit the ground running, and you are on fire. So I'm so excited that you're on this call to kind of explain to us your experience with it, and just, we love you. That's all.
Oh, yes. I love you too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's good to hear. I mean, I wasn't familiar with network marketing when I started with Beachbody. I had no idea. I mean, I didn't even, I knew of the companies like Mary Kay and Avon and all these, but I had no idea what the business model was about. So, I mean, it's good to educate ourselves and understand it so we can better communicate, of course, with potential coaches and potential prospects when they come around. But yeah, it's so true. I mean, for us, like, we don't make any money. Like, signing up as a coach, we're not making any money, so it's not like, that's like the whole recruiting mentality, but you are building your team and you're building volume and you're helping them succeed, because that's what it's about, working together and helping each other. And, and that's why, everybody shares everything. There's not like, we're trying to hold things back. We want everybody to succeed, and it's really cool to see someone, just get ahead. I think it's really cool. And I'm like rooting for all of you to, just take off and do more than, I mean, I'm going to be a coach now in June. It'll be 4 years. So several of you, and I haven't accomplished as much as I've wanted to accomplish, but I want you guys to accomplish more. I want you guys to be 5 stars and 10 stars, like in half of the time that I've done it. And I just want to see that. I want to see you guys on stage. I want to see you guys recognized, because, it is cool. Like, we're part of a team. Did you guys all sign up for the push? Is everybody on this call that signed up? Yes, good. I'm so excited about that. Guys, like, you have no idea. Like, this is going to be incredible training. It's like all the elite coaches of Diesel Nation that are going to be, providing all this information for you guys to just move your business, get to diamond and beyond. So just have an open mind, like open heart, like just go all in, you know, wherever it's going to take is going to move your business forward. Just know that it's always going to move your business forward, and share that information with your coaches as well. This is the second time that they've done it. And the first round, I mean, I don't know how many, there was like, I don't know, like 40 something diamond coaches that came out of it.
48.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy. And I think there's like over 300 coaches right now that signed up. So I'm so happy that you guys are committed to your business and you've done it. Like you're just, I mean, $10 is like nothing for all the training that you're going to get. So I can't wait for that. And thank you for doing that for yourselves and your business, because it's a good investment for sure.
One more thing I wanted to touch on, something that Amanda said about kind of breaking down the different types of network marketing companies there are, with like Mary Kay and LuLaRoe, or however you pronounce it, and Pay to Save, all the different companies. I'm sure other people have experienced this as well. Like every day I'm added to a different group. I'm added to like a LuLaRoe or a Stella and Dot party or a Jamberry party. And I think that it drives me insane, first of all, that people are adding me to a group that I haven't given permission to be added to. But I think that's another thing that really sets us apart, that we're messaging people and really seeing what their needs are, and just aren't expecting, okay, they're going to want the 21-day fix, so I'm just going to put them in a 21-day fix group and hope that they buy something. You're really like seeing what their needs are and really adding value. And I think that is going to set us apart if we continue doing things like that and not just adding people to groups without their permission. That's going to set us apart in the long run. Those other businesses, I see on my page all the time, people are like, stop adding me to these groups. And people are getting frustrated with that. And it does give network marketing companies a really bad rap, because they are just in it for the sales. But I think that if people just continue what we're doing, continue forming, I think that we're going to really outshine and continue to grow forward with it. So.
Yeah, a lot of people are in network marketing for the wrong reasons. I mean, and they're the ones that put a bad name on it because they don't do the work, they don't try, they quit, they say that company sucks, it doesn't work, and then other people believe that, even having no attempt, not even trying at all with that. So, no, I agree. I mean, it's really important to, I mean, I found like the best thing is like, I go out of my way for people now, like especially the people in Tallahassee. Like I don't have to drive to their place. I don't have to meet them somewhere, but I've been doing that. I'm like, hey, you know, I mean, not bribe them, but you know, if we meet at Starbucks, hey, let me buy you something. Well, I kind of had to because I got $40 in gift cards, which I don't know. I never go to Starbucks. So I'm like, yeah, get whatever you want. Use all the money. I don't care. But you know, I thank them for their time, and they really appreciate that. They appreciate you going out of your way. You know, I brought all my stuff and I went through everything, and it was like, you know, I try not to draw it out. I mean, like tonight, you know, she just, you know, I'm like keeping them, you know, active. Like, if you have any questions, like feel free at any point to ask me anything. They love having someone they can trust to talk to. Like, it means everything to people. I mean, as long as you are confident about what you're, you know, sharing with them, like the 21-day fix, I know like everything about now. I've studied that thing inside and out. I could talk to a 2-year-old and probably sell it to it. I mean, it's just, if you're confident, you can sell anything. So
yes, I agree with that. It's the passion. And, you know, Amanda, like something that you mentioned, the face-to-face encounter, like, is so much more powerful than just sitting behind a computer and just messaging someone. You know, take the time, like, you know, if they're not local, or at least, you know, get them on the phone. I know that's been more successful than anything, because they hear you, they hear your voice, your passion, you answer their questions to make them feel comfortable, and they trust you, so they're ready to do it. So, you know, I know it's getting out of your comfort zone, but I encourage you guys to just take that step and do that face-to-face or the calls if you can't do face-to-face.
Yeah, I mean, the messaging and texting, like, that's easy. Like, anyone can do that. But, I mean, I think I told you guys, I posted, I was scared as hell to go and talk to my first 2 girls about it. But, you know, I just did it. And yeah, I stuttered. They looked at me funny. It was awkward. There was silence. But, they're like, oh, that's really cool. And then, the more I've done it, the more, you get more confident. It gets better, it gets easier. So I definitely enjoy it. I would actually rather meet someone in person because I feel like, because they can see it, they can touch it, they can look at it. Obviously, it's not applicable to everyone. I mean, I've shared this with people back in Virginia, and I'm like, hey, can we talk on the phone later? Man, with most other businesses, no, I would have been like, can I text you in 15 minutes? It's like, any way I could avoid it, I would. But no, I'm super excited because, this is a huge tool that we can share with people. We can change people's lives. That's a big deal.
Yep. Yeah, you're offering something you could totally change their life and their family's life. It's not makeup. I like makeup, but it's not life-changing. So, and Amanda, you're also, being a personal trainer, being in the fitness industry and all that. Have you talked to friends who are in the fitness industry into joining? Because I just would love to get your perspective into that, of how that, if you've tried or you attempted, or you have people that are in the fitness industry that want to join.
Okay, well, it's funny. It's like a weird situation. So for anybody who doesn't know, it's a direct conflict of interest right now for me to share anything Beachbody on Facebook, which is why it's driving me crazy because I feel like it's killing my business right now. But I'm keeping it on the DL. But I definitely, if I see potential in someone, I have met people, obviously not at work, not even my clients, I don't meet them at work. I met my friend at her house because she's got 2 kids and it would have been a pain in the ass for her to go to Starbucks or something. I'm also out of money on my Starbucks gift card, so that wouldn't be an option anyway. But I do see potential, but it's an awkward time because some people are so deep in their personal training right now. They've got so many clients. It's just, I would really just throw a wrench in what they're doing right now. So I definitely wanted to approach other people, but I've met with, God, I don't know, tons of people at the front desk. I've got a meeting to talk to 2 more of my clients tomorrow. I'm meeting 2 people from work on Saturday. So I'm constantly trying to, I had to follow up with the lady I met today for weeks. It took weeks to be able to finally get this going. And I had just left work, raining. We had a huge storm here, flooding everywhere, but I made it happen. But no, I definitely, it is kind of weird. I have mentioned it to some of the personal trainers because some have left. So of course I went to them. And then one that is still there, he's very interested in being a coach, but he's in a weird spot right now between if he wants to stay at that gym or because he's got 2 kids, and he definitely is intrigued. I just going to give him time to think on it. But there's opportunity for everyone. It doesn't matter who they are. I'm going to talk to my general manager about it because he looks miserable when he comes in at 10 o'clock and he works for 9 hours. You can tell the dude hates his job. And that alone would be more of a reason for me to want to talk to him. So, it's just people don't know. I hear keywords now. People are oh, I went to a career fair. And I'm like, oh, really? What do you want a career in? Tell me your life story. So, I'm keying into things that I hear now. I definitely have more open ears. It's an opportunity just to share, change somebody's life. I'm going to change mine. So why not help others do the process? So, no, but I'm not letting anyone slide by. They are going to get a wrath of Amanda.
Cool. Well, thank you for sharing.
Did that help?
No, it's, I just like to get a perspective on that because of, how, just to help if anybody encounters a personal trainer, someone in the fitness industry is how do you approach it? How do you share the opportunity with that person? Just because, I could totally see with personal training, you have to see a ton of clients and work from 4 a.m. to 11 o'clock at night. You can just work crazy hours. With Beachbody giving you that opportunity to, kind of pick and choose your clients, have that, because you're going to have the residual income coming in, being able to help more people online and reach more people, than having to be there face-to-face all day with clients.
Yeah, and it's hard. My clients, which I'm sure Michelle would have, some understanding of this, like my clients, like they're busy. They have lives of their own. I mean, I've got one that's she's a animal doctor and like she does surgeries and stuff, and I hardly ever see her. So I don't always get to talk to her about nutrition, and they want us to use this program there and sell their products. And it's all well. It's a very corporate gym. I'm definitely not going to be there forever. I'm really hoping. I wish I could just get married and quit, but I can't quite yet. But I forget where I was going with that. Sorry, it's been a long day.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're just next. Oh, wait. I remembered. Okay. But with my clients, like, it's so much easier to help them. Like, I helped my friend that lives in Michigan that I haven't seen since 8th grade, and she lost 11 pounds doing the 21-day fix. And if I can help her from, like, a long distance, I can help someone who lives in the same city as I am that I see on a regular basis. So it would be a disservice to them for me to not even, like, give them a chance to see what this is all about. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. No, and you already have the trust factor. I mean, you have the credentials, you have all of that going. So it's like, okay, here's a 21-day fix. I want you to do it. And they're like, okay, if you believe so. I mean, I just think it's really cool. And you'll be able to reach more people, that way. So cool. Do you guys, anybody else have any questions before we wrap up?
Michelle, were you trying to say something? I feel like you were, but we couldn't really hear you.
Because I came from, can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
No, we can hear you.
So I came from, obviously, a little bit of a different spectrum than Amanda. I was a Beachbody coach first, and then I became a personal trainer. And if I'm not mistaken, Amanda and I actually worked for the same company. So I believe we both worked at Anytime Fitness.
Well, my first job was at Anytime Fitness. I am currently now at, it's called a UFit. It's really only in Florida and Georgia, but no, I mean, every gym in itself is different, but yeah.
So very corporate, and there's a very fine line, but I have to tell you that studying, both ways on how to do it, I lean very much. And I don't know if it's because I started off as a Beachbody coach, but I lean so much more towards Beachbody with people. And I can't talk about it at work and unless they themselves bring it up. And it's funny because I've had about 4 to 5 fitness consultations with women who are working the 21-day fix. And it's crazy that they bring it up each time. And it's hard to sell these women personal training packages that are $250 upwards a month, and know that this is something that could work for them if they just had the right person to help them with the 21-day fix. So coming from both perspectives, I think that you guys as full-time Beachbody coaches, it's hard for me to try and balance both, try to sell training packages and try to do Beachbody as well, because Beachbody is 1,000 times more affordable. It's 1,000 times more directed towards a lot of people. You have all these different programs that you can choose from, and we as personal trainers don't have to put in half the work that we do when it comes to building a program for someone at the gym. And that sometimes it could take a couple hours, sometimes it could take an hour, and I want you guys to know that as a little bit of a personal trainer's perspective as well, that you need to take advantage of pointing out the fact that personal training is so expensive, and that personal trainers who are Beachbody coaches who enjoy, selling these packages to people because they know how much it works for, the people that are like me and you guys who are so busy. If I didn't work at a gym, I wouldn't work out at a gym. I can just tell you that right now. I wouldn't. And it's just crazy how much you have to put into being a personal trainer, and how much these people don't even have to think about these programs, and they're given every single tool that they would pay $400 for from personal trainers. So that's just personally from my perspective that it's a good advantage point for you guys. It's hard for me to point that stuff out on Facebook because I feel like I'm kind of on the fence about it. But but you guys definitely take advantage of how expensive personal training is.
Yeah, I've got a client that trains with me 5 times a week. She actually just canceled because she's gone for 2 weeks and she's got enough leftover sessions that after canceling it, I can train her 3 times a week for 5 months, and she's still like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So she's paying $500 a month. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like Sadie, the coach that I just signed on, she came to me because everyone, when they know you're a personal trainer, like, hey, how do I get these? And, you know, they ask all kinds of questions. They're like, well, how can you help me? And then I went a different route with her. I'm like, you know, I'm going to be honest. Personal training is pricey. You know, it's not, because you usually have a 3-month commitment. You know, a lot of people are like, they're scared to death to do, you know, 1 month, let alone have to worry about 3. And, you know, people have to cancel out and go to collections all the time because they can't afford it. No, but she messaged me and she was like, hey, how much does personal training cost? And I'm like, hey, I got something else you might be interested in. So I shared the 21-day fix with her, and she's like, well, yeah, honestly, I like that a whole lot better. I'm like, I know, me too. But Michelle is right. I mean, it's hard to maintain actual clients because you gotta make sure they come into the gym, make sure they eat breakfast, so they don't pass out while they're working out. I mean, just all different kinds of things. I mean, it's
about babying people.
Yeah, I mean, people want convenience, which is what Beachbody is. It's at home workouts, stuff that you can do quick. You know, there's so many good things about it. I can go on, but you guys already know.
Totally agree.
Well, Beachbody rocks. Our programs rock, and
our team rocks.
It's a great perspective to hear from you guys. You know that it's. I mean, just if you break it down, it's not that expensive. I mean, you get nutrition.
$65, $75 max a program that's going to get you amazing results, and you as a free trainer. It blows my mind personally.
Yeah, well, thank you for all those tips because it's true. I mean, so before someone signs up or gets even just a gym membership that they probably won't even go because it's not convenient, we have everything to offer them. Yep. Cool. Well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Amanda, for sharing that.
Yeah, no
We
problem.
know now how to talk about that. You know, I think it's always good to know that all those, you know, how expensive it is. Having a good breakdown when somebody comes back and says, well, I think that it's, you know, 140 is too much, and we have the 30 days money back guarantee. So there's it's like a no-brainer.
Literally is a no-brainer to me. It like blows my mind. I didn't realize that personal training was going to be as expensive as it is. And it's really hard for me as a Beachbody coach to sit there and talk to these people and wholeheartedly. I mean, I know that it's a good thing for some people to come into the gym, and it's a good commitment for some people. And Beachbody programs, you know, they could maybe not work for them, and this is what would work. But that's just, it's a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah, at my gym, which because it's corporate, I feel like people are getting ripped off. Like my clients are literally getting ripped off because we get 25% of what they pay, and UFIT gets the 75%. So we literally don't get shit for training people. I mean, and it doesn't add up to much. I mean, my paychecks I have yet to have one that's $500 for 2 weeks. I mean, so I mean, I love what I do in that range, but I'm really more focused on this part because it's hard, you know. People, they don't even want to come to the gym first off, and then to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars on top of it, and then ask them to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars more on supplements and stuff. It's just outrageous. I'm not comfortable with doing that. I understand people are good at that, but that's not an area I like to that I want to stay in for sure.
I just gotta say, you guys have cheap personal training because my mom is going through Gold's Gym and her personal trainer was like $600 or $650.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's absolutely outrageous.
I'm talking like.
But I got her to buy Shakeology in the 21-day fix for me, so I'm like, you just gotta drop the personal trainer.
Yeah, tell her to listen to you.
Dang.
It's true. And that's the thing. It's just talking with passion and conviction when you're sharing the programs. You know, when somebody comes back and says, well, it's too expensive. No, it's not. I mean, expensive compared to what? Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, have that passion. Like, don't just brush it off and say, well, yeah, no, it's not. I mean, you're getting 30 meals for the month. You're getting, you know, an entire like laid out eating plan, the workouts, like a person, you know, like a trainer in your home every day.
And you know, there's so much more to it than just that. The support, the meal plans that, you know, you guys are gonna give them, the recipes that you provide them. It's so much more than that.
And it's like 24/7 support.
It's ridiculous.
So feel confident and passionate, like sharing it. Like, don't just walk away, or when somebody says, well, it's too expensive. I mean, it's not. And that's why it's so important to get people on the phone or meet them in person, show them, like, break it down for them. Like, don't take no for an answer.
I got one thing to add on to that, Claudia. Like, I think for some people, it's easy, like, because they're kind of scared of people saying no when they are throughout the price, you know, $140 for a challenge pack. Like, don't say, yeah, it's kind of expensive. Say, you know, embrace the price. Say, no, man, it's worth every freaking penny. Like, I mean, even at full price, like I'm telling people, I'm like, you know, even at full price, in case they're not able to buy it this month, $160 is still an awesome price for everything that you get. You know, if you, you know, kind of succumb to it and you're like, well, you know, it kind of is a lot of money, but I mean, like, you get this and that, and it's like, no, man, you get all this stuff. You get a group of people that really support you. You know, they gotta feel the energy. You're pumped up.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Reach it. I agree. It's the passion. You have to, like, you can't shy away. And I used to do this all the time before, like when I started. And sometimes, you know, and then having that fear of just like not even approaching someone because you're already scared that they're going to give you the price objection. And I know it happens. It happened all the time. And then I would throw up like information at them and they would run away from me. I mean, I know, I mean, it's at the beginning, you get excited and you want to provide all this information, but it's value. You got to talk with, you know, like break it down for them, like the meals, like what are they getting? You know, I always bullet point everything to them and say, okay, you're getting all of this. So when they see the price, it's not like, okay, it's not too bad. Versus just saying, well, you're getting Shakeology in a fitness program for $140. You got to like list it, bullet point, like, you know, just share all that.
Value.
Yep. It's the value and the convenience. And talk about the convenience. I talk about the convenience of, especially if it's a mom, I'm like, you don't have to drive to the gym. You don't have to find parking. Figure out if you have, you know, need to get a babysitter. You know, all those things. Like, just talk about real life, like what they may be struggling with and why your program is going to work better for them. Cool. Well, anybody have any questions or anything? You know?
Quiet over there, Maria.
Awesome.
Everybody should go like my post because I feel
What? What did you say, Laura?
I said everybody should go like my post because I feel like a loser.
Oh.
So when we're done with this,
we'll show you some love. No
put
worries.
that on the to-do list.
Okay, so when we get off the call, we're going to go show Laura some love. All right. Well, let me take the picture.
Oh, God.
It's okay. You're the pregnant lady. You can get away with anything.
Yeah, you just relax over there.
I can't move.
Just smile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I love seeing you, ladies. Good seeing you, Michelle. We missed you.
You know, I've missed you guys too. It's been a crazy couple weeks.
Yeah, no problem. Well,
But my schedule is back on track, so I hope to see you guys.
Cool. The push training, when does it start?
Monday.
Monday?
The 8th.
It.
I want to see some diamonds here. Some diamonds. Yes.
Ready for it. I know Amanda's ready for it, and Jamie's ready for it, and Laura
right.
and Megan, and then who's this one?
Amy.
There you go.
I don't know. Amy was drinking her wine, but now I don't see her.
Where'd Amy go?
I don't know where she went, but I know she's part of it too. Cool.
Yay.
All right, guys. Well, have a good night. Love you guys. Have a great week.
Good night.
Keep inviting. Let's keep, working, helping a ton of people this month. Get some cool prizes on the cup.
Laura, I can't read all this right now.
Just like it. You don't have to read it.
I like it. I'm gonna write so inspiring.
There you go.
I love you guys.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna comment bullshit. And you're pointing up underneath it.
Be like, I'm pretty sure you're really unhappy right now because you just ate way too many tacos. That's what you should write.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
We love you and your baby bump.
Little baby bump.
The taco bump. Tacos.
Baby loves tacos. Baby get tacos.
Maybe he's pissed off right now because there's not enough room for him.
Him.
Is it a boy?
I don't know. I rotate. Every time I mention it, it's either him, or her. So annoying.
When do you find out?
3 weeks.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's soon.
I know.
Wow.
When is Veronica due?
She's gonna have her on my birthday.
Oh.
We should have a contest. Like, who says girl or boy and see who wins.
Ooh, that'd be cool. A pool.
It's a
We
boy.
just have to do 100 burpees.
No.
I'm not part of it, so I'm down
You're
with
not my trainer.
it. I'll cheer you on.
As you eat her tacos.
Yeah.
Oh, who's gonna do? I'm really excited about this. Who's gonna do the 22-minute hardcore sneak peek on Super Bowl Sunday?
Super Bowl Sunday. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna like deck out in camo and like try and
Yes.
get $1,000.
Nice.
Make sure you show that bump, though. Pregnant lady will get extra points by Carl.
Well, I wasn't sure at first. I thought that, but then I was like, maybe I should try and hide it because he might not want to promote that type of program, to pregnant people.
Yeah,
So,
but if you're modifying it, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
I think it would be inspiring to see a pregnant lady doing that.
So I saw that online. What is that exactly? Like, you gotta post a 22-second video. Is it during the Super Bowl or?
Anytime on Sunday, on Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm excited.
Oh,
I'm gonna deck out in some of Dan. I'm gonna pull out some of Dan's like gear and I'm gonna wear it.
Absolutely. Like, yeah.
Just like helmet and
$1,000. Like,
I
that's
know.
huge. What's the hashtag that you have to use? It's 22.
22 hardcore and then get some.
Get some.
Get some.
Get some.
I'm gonna be like, I got some.
Yeah, that's cool. So we'll get to get a sneak peek of the workout. And it looks crazy.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I saw Wendy's workout today, and it was like, whoa. She was laying on the floor and everything.
Wow.
Well, it's only 22 minutes, I think.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah.
Down T25 is only 25 minutes, and that can get intense.
That's pretty rough, yeah.
It's gonna suck. I'm telling you, it's probably gonna be a sucky 22 minutes.
You're like, oh, I have this. It's a minute long. Yeah, no.
Yeah, those minutes, like especially after autumn with minutes, forget it. Like that's like the longest 60 seconds ever.
That sucks.
Yeah. It'll be fun though.
Well, let's tag each other and support each other if you guys post a video on Sunday.
Okay.
So does it have to be a video or a picture, either one?
It's a video. It has to be a video. 22 seconds. At least 22 seconds.
Facebook.
Perfect.
I would say, what if it's like 23? Does that count?
Qualified. I don't know.
Well, that's messed up, man. I don't have the technology to do exactly 22 seconds.
He just said a 22-second video, so I'm sure it could be less. I don't think it could be more.
I'm sure between now and Sunday, somebody will post the exact requirements.
Yeah.
I just listened to that wake up call this morning, and he said a 22-second video, and then he said, it doesn't really have to be 22 seconds. We're not going to be a stickler for the amount of time. So somewhere around there.
Okay.
Perfect.
He just doesn't want to see a 5-minute video.
Right.
It has to be on Facebook, or can it be on Instagram?
I think any social media.
Any.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, let's.
Because it's only 15 seconds on Instagram. So
Oh, yeah.
no way to fix that.
That's true.
I guess that's probably why they said that then.
Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine.
Oh, I want to see people from our team win $1,000.
It'd be awesome. Somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I want to win the team cup.
Yes, and that too.
That would be sweet. A lot of teams, but hey, you know, never know.
Yeah.
Right, Jamie?
Woo!
No.
Laura's post.
I didn't hear anything. You all were frozen on my side.
Oh, no. She wants to win the team cup.
What's up?
Oh, we are winning the team cup.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Let's
crashing,
go.
guys. I can't
Time to invite.
do
Time to work.
it anymore. It's only 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Mwah.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Rose.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, good night.